This is my rapid and instant reaction to the news that Dylan Raiola, the #1 recruit in the nation for 2024, has announced his commitment to the Georgia Bulldogs earlier today. Well, it's like May 15th, I think, and well, it's about time, because now he can commit and focus on his senior season of high school football, and then things can happen after that. And I think that's the biggest thing. I know that there's probably going to be a lot of hand-wringing about this. There's going to be a lot of people that think the sky is falling, that Matt Rule has failed somehow. And I guess I don't feel any of those things. I feel like he had to make a choice. He made a choice, and it's a long time to go before you sign your letter of intent. So there's still a chance. I'm not that bothered by it. The fact that we had the #1 recruit in the nation looking at us and bringing a lot of other players in to get exposed to what Nebraska has to offer, I think is certainly positive, obviously. But it's not that important right now. What's important right now, well, in 2023, is that Nebraska football starts winning games. And that really has nothing to do with Dylan Raiola because he won't be here for another year. So do you want to say, ooh, it's horrible? And here's the thing. We're now going to see a lot of this stuff happening where we justify this or rationalize it by people going, well, he's not that good anyway. And then they'll point out, like, I don't know, maybe he likes rotini pasta instead of medium shells. Stupid-ass things like that. You know people are going to do that because that's how insane we are as college football fans. Oh, he's not that good. Wait, we're going to do better. Well, we can do better in 2023 by winning a minimum of 6 games or 7 games and getting to a bowl game. And that's where really we should be concerned about for this season. Because I'm like, that's a way off in the distance guy. And like I said, there's still a chance to get Dylan Raiola back to Nebraska at a later date. Maybe he's going to go to Georgia, who wins national titles and competes among the best in the nation. And why wouldn't you choose to go there if you were a guy in his position? Maybe Nebraska will show something this year that makes a bunch of those players, not just Dylan Raiola, make them want to come to Nebraska, change their commits at a later date. But you have to show it this year. And that means, here's the real cynical part of this. If you're one of those people that are out there that, well, we held on to Donovan Raiola, our offensive line coach, for the sole reason of getting Dylan Raiola, then I guess you look at it and you go, well, now we can go hire an offensive line coach that's good. Well, that's kind of the key for 2023 season 2, isn't it? Is that we can show that, or Donovan Raiola can show that he can be a really good offensive line coach, that he can turn Bryce Benhart, who's played so far as one of the worst tackles in the nation, into an NFL prospect, as Matt Rule says he should be. So which one would you take? I mean, if I made you choose Donovan Raiola being a good offensive line coach or Dylan Raiola coming to Nebraska, I know which one I'd choose. I'd choose the offensive line coach because that's going to win you tons of games. And you really need to win a lot of games right now before you start worrying about like winning the Big Ten or getting into the college football playoff or things like that. That's down the road. And would the #1 recruit coming to your program help you in advancing that? Yeah, it certainly would, but it looks like it's not in the cards, at least for right now. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest. I'm doing this video for the web hits and for the attention because it's the off season and the #1 recruit in the nation. Choosing another program besides yours is generally what people are going to look at to see what other people think. What I'd say is this: don't tweet at Dylan Raiola nasty things, and don't go onto message boards and say he wasn't that good anyway, we can do without him, that kind of stuff. Just wish the kid the best of luck in the world and hope that the best for him. I mean, there's no reason to do anything else but that because it's bad. Because you want to live in a world where people are good to each other, right? Yeah. All right, that's it for now. John Johnston, CornNation. Go Big Red.